Hey guys, Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are using the Majin Saga team to take on the legendary Goku event. We are going to be making good use of our boy Hercule here, who was the MVP on the no items Super Battle Road run for this stage. Obviously he's not going to be able to stun at all in this event, but he does have that built-in chance to dodge, and he has decent defense anyway, because obviously when we get to Mastered UI, he's not going to be able to dodge at all anyway. Plus that dodge face, how could we not bring him? But yeah, so we got the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku here. I'm not sure how good he's going to be. In the later stages, he's probably going to get hit pretty hard, but he is able to give us a pretty incredible amount of healing depending on the orb layout for that turn. So he's a decent unit to have off rotation. Obviously we had to bring the good old LR Vegito, because he's definitely very good for this once we get him to transform. Who has the most? Oh, they're actually the same. So what, they swap out Super Saiyan for Infighter, I guess. So let's do this, and then we'll go ahead and give you those. So Saiyaman 1 and 2 are obviously just here for their support. They give a nice defensive buff to everyone, as well as some ki. Plus, of course, you know, by the time we get to Mastered Ultra Instinct, at least they have type advantage. Because none of the phases of Goku can be sealed, so none of that is going to apply. Now, the good thing about this event, because it's a long event, it kind of mitigates one of the big downsides of physical Super Vegito. One of the reasons why a lot of people don't like him is the fact that it does take quite a while for him to build up his passive to fully max out his attack and therefore his damage potential. But obviously, due to this event being so long, we are easily going to have him at his full potential by the time we get to the Ultra Instinct stages. So I did manage to find a rainbow friend. Mine only has like 1 or 2 dupes, I believe. I've not been particularly lucky with pulling physical Super Vegito. I pulled him with a dupe on his debut banner, and then didn't pull another copy of him for a ridiculously long time. I think I got one. I may have gotten a dupe for him off of the let's do this. Yeah, I may have gotten a dupe for him off of the tickets for the 300 mil. The tickets per stone spent. Yeah, I did. So 2 dupes in mine. So not terrible, but obviously not at his best. No super attack for you. And no super attack for you. Okay, well, not the best, but we're I guess we are in the early turns here, so we're still getting ourselves set up. Obviously LR Vegito, when he finally transforms, is going to be ridiculous. Him on rotation with the physical Super Vegito is just going to be counters everywhere, and lots and lots of damage, so that's going to be nice. Hopefully this will be one of the runs that isn't ridiculously long. I don't think we'll beat the Siblings Bond, which is by far the best time so far, with 20 minutes, so 25 minutes I think. So very, very good run that was. Let's go ahead and attack with you first, give everyone else a buff, and then get a nice little full heal from these AGL orbs. So yeah, since the Saiyaman 1 and 2 can't seal, there's basically no point in ever prioritizing their 12 key super over their 18 key super. 18 key super is going to do more damage, plus depending on where we decide to put them for that rotation, it does buff their allies for the rest of the turn. So no reason not to go for it. And then yeah, I'm going to keep the Rainbow Vegito on a rotation of his own. Keep the weaker Super Vegito on rotation with LR Vegito, since he will be the powerhouse of that rotation essentially. So especially since mine is rainbow, so he's going to be able to put out quite a ridiculous amount of damage. not the best link partner with the physical Vegito until they fuse. Once we're fused, this rotation is going to be pretty ridiculous. And then, of course, one unit I didn't mention, I think we used him on the Siblings Bond build as well, but we've got the physical Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. He's an okay enough unit for most of the event. He will get hit pretty hard towards the end, but that 35% boost to attack and defense is definitely going to come in handy. Crit counters, those are the that's what we need to see throughout the whole event. And wow, even with that tiny sliver, the Gohan wasn't able to take him out without the super attack. So okay, well, let's let Hercule go first, and then grab those. I'm just saving AGL orbs for our boy Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. And yeah, Hercule out here defending super well. I'm interested, basically I want to see how well he's going to defend once we get to the later stages. Because like I said, he was absolutely the MVP on the no items Super Battle Road run for Majin Buu Saga, but that's more focused on short term usefulness, like, because obviously units that have like an infinite stack, they're not going to help you out on Super Battle Road because you don't get many turns. Like normally a fight is over in like 4 or 5 turns when you're at the level of like trying to go for no item runs. So infinite stack units aren't really particularly useful. You want units that give you instant value, and that Hercule is very, very good for that. But this event, Goku is so powerful by the time you get to the end that you really want these units that just get better and better over time. So I am really interested to see how good Hercule is going to be once we get to the Ultra Instinct Gokus. Obviously, once we get to MUI, as I said, he is not going to be able to dodge at all. So it's all going to come down to how well he is able to tank hits at that point. So I feel like we're definitely over 6 turns into the event now. So essentially we just need to get to a point where we're low enough on our HP that we can actually get the fusion. So oh, we can get, oh no wait, that's, yeah, there's a super for you as well. Supers for everyone, perfect. Now obviously here where we have type advantage, Hercule is going to be in his element. Even with the TN, not exactly doing a lot of damage. That's one thing I've always found really weird, is the fact that he has the slight chance for it to be TN instead of Goku, and that super does more damage. So how is it that TN does more damage than Goku? Like surely they should be the other way around, but I don't know. Bit of a weird one, but yeah, that Hercule is a fun unit. Plus, as I said, and I think I literally named my showcase for him that back in the day when I first pulled him. He is the he has the best dodge face in the game, so kind of have to let him off. But this is the kind of rotation that every time this pops up is just going to be really good for us, with the Saiyaman giving 4 ki from his passive. So we're not going to have to worry about supers. We're going to be able to get an 18 ki super easily with the LR, and it's kind of what it's all about at this point. So we just want to get through the first few stages as quickly as possible, really, because we know from the previous experiences that the last few stages are quite long in and of themselves. Like the mastered UI on his own takes almost as long as it takes to get to UI, so, or at least to get to the STR UI. That last part, in fact, just STR UI in MUI, those 2 stages basically take as long as the entire event up to there has taken. So see, Hercule's only here for his defense, so he doesn't really need to super attack. Yeah, and also this is a good situation because we definitely wouldn't want him to be the one doing the Dokkan mode. This team does have 520,000 HP as well, which is definitely on the higher end of the teams that we've used so far. So, and this is good as well because Super Vegito is actually Super Vegito's actually had a chance to build up his attack, because one of the things that was really annoying on Super Battle Road was if you got to the point where you were getting a Dokkan attack and you needed to do it with the physical Super Vegito, because he was really the only unit on the rotation that was a hard hitter. If you just started a new fight, or you were only 1 or 2 turns into a new fight, he wasn't really going to hit that hard. And obviously here, unfortunately, he still wasn't that great, but at least we had some time to build up. Plus we got an additional super, and we're going to get a counter in there for good measure. In fact, a couple of counters, as long as one of these isn't a super. And then, yeah, crits is what we really want to see with these counters, because then we're able to do a lot of damage. But, I mean, with the Dokkan mode and the couple of counters, we easily did, what, over 3, nearly 4 million damage with Super Vegito that turn. So, definitely not bad at all. We'll put you there. The only problem is now with the way it's been going so far, the only problem is going to be getting to the health for them to transform. So here I feel like the Gohan is going to get hit quite hard by Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so that's good. Yeah, we're obviously way past the 6 turn mark at this point, so we just need to drop below 50% HP, and then we can get our boy Vegito to transform. We really want that to happen sooner rather than later, because the sooner he transforms, that's when the event is really going to pick up in terms of speed, because he just does so much damage. His counters, easily he's going to be crit countering for over 1 million, so okay, let's do this. I'll give you those, and give you those. So, I mean, yeah, the thing is, we still got like 470,000 HP with like one section of the health bar missing. So, we're definitely not in any sort of trouble anytime soon. In fact, at the moment, we just want to take damage, because we really want to get our LR Vegito to transform. So. On to Super Saiyan God. Now, here we obviously have type advantage with LR Vegito, so he's going to crush it. We'll do this. Yeah, get those int orbs. Now, Super Saiyan 2 Goku on the end here, he potentially could take a lot of damage, so I'm quite happy to grab the AGL orbs with him, get us up to full health. Because I think even from normals, he's probably going to take a fair bit here. But we obviously don't want to take so much that we're almost dead, because we've still got to get through the next turn before we get back to LR Vegito on rotation. So, yeah, Goku's defense now already up to that point where counters are not going to be doing a lot unless they're crits. So we need that RNG to come in our favour for these counters, but that's a nice hit from Vegito. So that's the problem with some of the teams that we've run so far. Hey, getting the level 5 dodge as well against the super attack, we like that, so we'll take that. But yeah, one of the problems I've seen when running different teams for this is it's one thing to bring like a super tanky defensive build, but then like when it just takes so long because you don't really deal a lot of damage. I'm going to do this, and the only reason I'm doing it this way is because Vegito will take more damage than Hercule, and I just want to take damage at this point. So no supers for anyone, and Vegito here. See, this is the friend though who's Rainbow, so he's still taking basically nothing, and anyone aside from Hercule will take decent damage from a super though, so I just have to kind of hope that he supers me. Oh, additional super from us. I thought that little bit of a pause there was going to be for him to super attack Vegito, which I would have been quite happy with, but just don't super attack Hercule because he really won't take a lot of damage. Okay, now you can super attack this Gohan. I'm very happy for you to do that. No, okay, 49,000. So, still not a lot, really. Okay, so let's put you there. Go ahead and do this. And then give you those. And then I guess we'll give you that just enough to super, but not the ones at the right there, just to get as little HP back as possible. Saiyaman 1 and 2 will probably get hit fairly hard by this God Goku, but Vegito obviously is not going to. The Super Vegito, he could still take a reasonable amount of damage here. Mainly from a super attack though, because he was taking what, about 8,000 from... There we go, okay. This is what we wanted. So, well, 224. But fortunately, the team has so much health that, yeah, that's what, like half of our health in total. So we should be okay here. Although I'm not sure what the Saiyaman 1 and 2... Oh wow, they're only taking a couple of thousand damage. That's crazy. So, one thing I need to be very careful of here is healing too much, which we definitely don't want to do. So, we're going to give you those. Well, actually there, this is bad. I maybe should have switched this a little bit and put Hercule in the last slot, because I might need to... How much does he heal per orb? Recover 7,777. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 orbs, roughly 8,000. 40, 50, 60. We're going to get around 60,000. Plus the damage we take this turn. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to be enough. I think we might have to use a Whis, because this Goku would get hit quite hard without it. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, so that puts us to about half health. So with the Whis active, we should survive the hits from Goku in the last slot. But we could still take quite a bit of damage from a super attack. Obviously, really, the ideal thing would be as if we finished him off this turn. But unless, yeah, Vegito really needed an additional super with a crit for that to be even remotely possible. So, yeah, okay, 92 damage, that's fine. Just don't super. Actually, to be fair, even a super, I think with the Whis active, we would be fine. So, there we go. This is what we were waiting for. So we did have to use a Whis a little bit earlier than I would have liked, but unfortunately, as I was saying before, the we were just doing too well up until this point. So now we have the transformation. You know what? I'm just gonna leave you in the front. We can't get the 18 key super, but we don't need it. He's gonna die before he gets to do any real damage to us, so don't really need to worry about that. Plus the Whis is still active as well, so this will do double digits, I would assume. Yeah, 18 damage. Means we don't get the counter, but we get to finish him off with the Big Bang attack, which not used to seeing. I don't really... Once you get to the point where they fuse, especially because they get so much extra ki from Rainbow Orbs, I'm not really used to seeing the LR Fusion's 12 key super, like once they fused. It's not something I feel like you really see that often. So, okay. Hercule, how is he going to hold up against Blue Goku? So I'm interested to see here. So, let's do those. We'll save the blues just in case we need them for the Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Now his super, I know this super, yeah, I was going to say, I know this super has the dodge animation appears a lot later than you would expect. So, 2,000 damage, wow. Well, he's taking double digits from normal still, which is perfectly fine, because Super Saiyan Blue Goku is definitely a point where he can start dealing some serious damage to you. So, Hercule still taking double digits from him is absolutely perfect. And then the friend Vegito, double digits as well. Good, good. I mean, obviously, we do have the Saiyaman 1 and 2 on rotation, and they do boost defense. But yeah, we really need these counters to be crits for them to be worthwhile. Oh, come on. But every one that we get that is a crit is a huge bonus. And then, of course, every one that isn't a crit is kind of just a waste of time at this point. But there we go. So, yeah, this is a good rotation. Because we don't need the AGL orbs for the Super Saiyan 2 Goku because we are on full health. So... And then we'll grab those for you. And then... See, he will get hit pretty hard by Blue Goku here, though. That's the only thing about bringing him on the team. I don't know if maybe it wasn't the best choice. But... Because between them, the two Vegetos here will do quite a decent amount of damage. And they won't take a lot of damage. But all it takes is for the Super Saiyan 2 Goku on the end to get supered. And then we're looking at some pretty serious damage. But there you go. Crit counter for 1,000,000 damage. Another one? Okay, no crit. Still doing 270 though. So that is the power of the LR Vegito. Plus, of course, that free level 5 dodge coming in. And then he still gets to counter as well. So, very good. And then we got our physical Vegito as well. See, he's taking 13k from normals, which is a little bit more than I was expecting. Considering he does have 2 dupes, which is still pretty decent. This Goku is Rainbow, but he really doesn't cut it as a defensive unit. 27k though, actually. I was expecting 50, so I will take that absolutely. Okay. This is not a great turn for us in terms of super. Yeah, no super for Super Vegito definitely hurts us. But let's give you those. Fortunately, though, this is the Rainbow Super Vegito, so he should tank a bit better than my one. Plus, of course, hopefully those crit counters. Obviously, the difference between Rainbow and 79% when it comes to abilities like critting and stuff, they're obviously not going to be any different because once you've got 2 dupes, you can get all them star abilities, which is really what you want to go for. It's why I never summon to Rainbow a unit as soon as it comes out. 2 dupes is the ideal. Like if you pull a new unit 3 times on their first banner, unless you're a mega whale with like thousands of stones to spare, that's the point where you dip, because the difference between 79% and 100% in terms of how good the unit is going to be on a lot of the events in the game is pretty negligible, to be completely honest. So there's not going to be a huge amount of difference between my Vegito and the friend one. So let's see. So we know this guy's going to take around 10k. That should be fine. Saiyaman 1 and 2 I think will be okay. We are on a little bit low. If they get super attacked, I feel like we could die. So I'm going to go ahead and use... Who have we got next up? Yeah, I'll use the Princess Snake, because the next turn is defensive enough that I don't think the Android 8's not really needed. The 2 turn items are definitely most useful when we get to MUI, because we need as much extra defense as possible. So just give me these crit counters. 150,000 free damage is great, but give me these crit counters. That's what we really want to see. So yeah, see, there's a crit. That's a, oh, and the additional as well. Get off the old big bang attack as a little bit of a bonus. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't think my Vegito is going to quite be able to finish him off, but that is a lot of damage in one turn. If Vegito had gotten a couple of crit counters there, we absolutely would have did him in. But maybe physical Super Vegito can come through. Crit counter? Okay, no crit. 90,000, okay. Maybe Saiyaman 1 and 2 finish him off? Come on. Give me a crit here as well. Everyone be critting. No crit. And of course this is where he super attacks. So after the turn started out so promising, so the Princess Snake was definitely a good idea. Yeah, see, we still took 120,000 with the Princess Snake, so okay, that's fine. That's fine, because this actually does work alright for us here, because we'll give that to you. Oh no. Okay. So this is going to give us a full heal. I really hope that the counters from Vegito are going to be enough, because we definitely don't want to get a Dokkan mode with the the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. So additional super from Vegito would be really, really nice. Crits as well. Crit counter? Crit counter. Well, this is a waste of a Dokkan attack. Either one of those counters being crits and we would have done it. So this is a real shame that this Dokkan attack is basically wasted. Especially because we were about to start a new phase. So you imagine on the next rotation it would have been a LR Vegito, hopefully 18 key Dokkan mode, which would have been a great start for the STR UI Goku fight. But of course, our I should have just given Goku. I should have just given Physical Super Vegito the AGL orbs for him to super attack. That was a bit of a misplay, which might cost us a little bit here. So now double physical units, that definitely calls for an Icarus, and then we can get cracking with the damage. Is there any way for us to get a super for the Gohan? Doesn't really matter too much, but every little bit of damage does help. So, but no super for you. Yeah, 561. Now obviously once we've hit him with a few supers that lower defense, we're going to be able to do a bit more damage with the counters. But yeah, we really need our Vegitos to be getting crits if we want to get through this stage with any sort of relative speed. So there you go. See, when you can crit counter for almost 1,000,000 compared to not critting and doing like 100, but we've lowered his defense a little bit now, so at least that counter did some damage. The physical Vegitos now obviously have type disadvantage, so they really need to get crits. That's not bad though, to be fair. 500 to 1,000 damage with an Icarus active. That is pretty decent. Of course, no crit counters for physical Vegito, so wow, 62,000 with an Icarus active. Okay. The one good thing about this is the fact that the oh yeah, that works out nicely. See, Saiyaman 1 and 2 are really the like rotation saver, because they really help out with these supers quite a lot. But that dodge face though. Yeah, still taking double digits and dodging the super. That's, you know, what more could we ask for? I love the fact that Hercule has such a good card. It is pretty funny considering this card is so good and it just happens to be Hercule of all people. So imagine if they had just made that card any like other Saiyan character, and so he had links like prepared for battle and Super Saiyan, but like all of the rest of his passive and everything was exactly the same. Like he'd be on most teams for any of the difficult events. So it is quite amusing to me that it is a Hercule unit that is so good. But Vegito's out here letting us down. No crit counters. Come on, one at least. Really? Whew. Really letting me down here. This is where the RNG is going to basically dictate how long this STR UI Goku phase is going to be. In fact, to be honest, after this rotation, when we see just how much damage we do here, I might cut, which I haven't done in any of the parts yet, but I definitely feel like when we get into situations like this, like the next couple of turns are basically just going to be all the same, unless we are getting we suddenly start getting a load of crit counters. So let's see how this turn goes. Obviously we heal almost to full. We're only getting hit once by on the physical unit, so that's fine. We're not really. I wouldn't say we're in danger of dying this turn. Even if he super attacks, physical Super Vegito, I think we'd be okay. So level 5 dodge. You gotta love getting the free int unit dodge, especially when it's an attack that you'd have taken like double digits from. We still took 200,000 from a super though, so that is the, I guess, one downside to the LR Vegito. I guess he has to have one, considering he's such a ridiculously good unit. But yeah, he will still take a lot of damage from a super attack. But at least the super's out of the way, so it's not on this guy. But 45k from a normal is still quite a lot. So we did take a lot of damage that turn. And we haven't exactly dealt the hugest amount of damage to him. But this is a good rotation for us defensively. Give you those. Get a super for you. So that all works out nicely. And then let's use the Android 8. Now we know this guy at the end is going to still take quite a lot. Because if he took 65 with an Icarus active, the Android 8 is not as good of a defensive item for when it comes to tanking things like type disadvantage hits. So he's probably going to take more than 65 this time around. But I love the Hercule's doing like 2,000 damage. It's so bad. There you go, that's a little bit better. Does he lower defense with his super? I haven't been paying attention to the icons, but if he does, that's just yet another way that he's helping out the team. So that's pretty good. Vegito up to a 1.6 million attack stat. His passive definitely maxed out at this point. Additional normal attack. Of course he's going to get supered. Yikes. 400,000 damage from the super attack. And then he took 97. Look at that. We have 19,000 HP left. That is actually a little bit insane to me, but there you go. All of that in that one turn, and that's with a defensive item active as well. Like I'm genuinely not surprised that there are people out there that are struggling with this event. So I'm not even sure the best item to really use here, because I guess we kind of have to use the Android 8 again, but because if we use the Princess Snake, we're not going to finish it off this turn, which means we're then itemless for the next turn. Plus it is more of a heal, so we'll have to go ahead and use that. Fortunately, this rotation is much better defensively than the last one. I mean, actually, no, saying that, really, to be fair, it's only the fact that it was physical Super Vegito that took the super. That was very unlucky. 400,000 damage is quite a lot to have to contend with. And we're not getting crits on our counters. It's very, very frustrating. 2.5 mil on the attack stat for the super, though. Watch this be a crit, though. Yeah, see? That'll be a crit. But none of the counters where we actually really need them to be crits, so we can get through this stage. Oh, come on. At least we're dealing some damage with these ones, but let's see how much the Saga 1 and 2 are going to take. Additional super, okay, take that. Give me a crit though. No crit. Crit counter. Hey, finally. Finally a crit counter. So, Saga 1 and 2, 800,000 attack stat. Obviously, they're not made for hitting hard, so 56,000. Well, still 32,000 with the Android 8. Okay, I see you. This is a bit sketchy. So we'll do this. And we'll do this. Android 8 is still active, so we should be okay. Let's grab those. Get a nice little bit of extra healing. Okay, well, if he wants to super attack Hercule at the start, that's okay. 130,000. That's not too bad. 300,000 will definitely survive the turn, so... Oof. Come on, Vegetos. We need crits. 429. Yikes. Come on, man. Give me a crit counter. It's 3 in a row. Wow. And he dodged the 4th one. Great. And then, of course, this Goku... Yeah, even with type advantage, he's not really hitting all that well. So... And then now we're back to this rotation, which is not ideal for us, considering the all the physical units. So we'll give you that, and then give you those, and then we'll have to go ahead and use this. I'm kind of having to bank on the fact that because our team is so physical heavy, we're having to use a few extra items on this STR UI phase than we did compared to some of the other runs. But hopefully that means when we get to the MUI phase, we won't be as reliant on the items for defense. Because obviously the big issue is if one of the physical units just takes a super out of nowhere, then with no item active, as we've already seen, we're looking at like 400,000 damage, which is a lot. So... Come on, crit counter not dodged. There you go. Nice little extra million damage. I mean, he just has so much HP. That extra million damage still not even exactly a huge dent in his health bar. So, and then yeah, no crit counter. No crit counter. Come on, guys, give me crits. I mean, this Gohan, even if he crits, he's not exactly going to do a lot. 72,000 with a Princess Snake active. Wow, that's not quite what I would have expected. We'll give you this, and then the friend Vegito can take all of those since he is rainbow. Every little helps. And then I guess we'll just grab these and leave some of the blues for next turn. See, when we start getting down to this low HP for him, you almost want, like, you want this to be the final turn, but we know Hercule's going to do basically no damage. Vegito's not really going to do any damage unless he gets crits, and then the Saiyaman 1 and 2 aren't really going to deal any damage. I'm hoping that once we get onto MUI, like, the sheer amount of physical units that we have means that we're just going to overpower him, and hopefully that stage will be slightly quicker than this one, because this STR phase is definitely taking its sweet time, especially with no crits. See, 500,000, and it's like barely even a dent in one health bar. So yeah, these I wonder how much HP they actually have. It's got to be easily, like, both the UI phases, it's got to be easily like 30 to 40 million at least. So, okay, so we'll go ahead and give you those, and then those for you, and then those for you. So we kind of got to risk that he doesn't just dodge everything, because I really can't afford to use another item now. We need to at least start the MUI phase before we start using more items. But of course, he dodged the 18 key super from LR Vegito, who is really our only main damage dealer at this point. So, come on, get a crit right here. Just crit super. We really need a little bit of luck here, game. Come on. Okay, good. So, even though he's not going to do a huge amount of damage, this Goku should finish him off here. Now, what this means is we are getting very close to the Dokkan mode. So, what we should be able to do here If we can pick up a decent amount of orbs this turn, we should be able to make it so that we can get the Dokkan mode next turn with LR Vegito. Which is obviously going to be massive for us, because that is going to be one big hit that we really need to land. So we'll do this for you. And then no super for Vegeta. Oh, I guess we could do that. I want to push the Dokkan bar as much as possible, but I guess we really do need Vegito to super. And then we'll go ahead and use a Whis, because we can't heal, so we need to take as little damage as possible. And then we'll give you those. So we've got a couple of rainbow orbs ready at the side here, so Vegito should be able to get his 18 key super easily enough. And then hopefully we're just able to get enough of same type orbs from the rest of the rotation to get the Dokkan mode. We've got the Whis active. Of course he dodged. We've got the Whis active, so no one's really going to take any damage. And this is where our largely physical heavy team is going to come in pretty clutch here. Because even non-crit counters now doing a reasonable amount of damage. But yeah, I feel like we're going to get through this phase a lot quicker. Now, of course, he would super attack the weakest person on the team. Whis active though, so still 70,000. Wow. Fortunately, because our health is so big, like we still have 150,000, even though the health bar is looking quite low. So I'll go ahead and do this. See, I almost want to do this just for all of the counters, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea. It could be. But okay, so we grab all of those with you. So we're going to get a full 18 key, well, full 24 key super attack. See, I really don't know. Whis is active. I guess it kind of makes sense to do this just because it drops him down to 23 key, but that's not exactly the end of the world. Yeah, let's do it because we got a Whis active, so Vegito's not exactly going to take a ton of damage. Plus the counters, and especially if we get crits on them, like that's going to be so much extra damage in that last slot that it doesn't make sense to not do it, I think. So okay, let's go ahead and get this Dokkan mode. Hopefully it doesn't give me a super fast one. Perfect. This is exactly what we need right now, is an all 7 nodes Dokkan attack. Exactly what we need. So because we got a lot of health to go through for this Goku right here, so hopefully this is going to be a nice big hit. Crit would definitely help to ensure we get back up to full health. Yeah, 2.59 million, and then come on, we need crits on the counters though. So important. Oh, okay. Get the crit counter and then it gets dodged. Yeah, Whis is still active, so we don't need to worry about them. But hopefully here, this is where we really want to try and get these, get this additional damage in where we can. Because yeah, double digits, yeah, no crits are not, even at this point, crits are not going to do much for us. But there you go. Sorry, non-crits are not going to do much, but when they crit, much better. So oh, come on, give me all these crits, because yeah, any unit that counters, you really want to give them as much crit as possible, because it's just extra free damage. So wow, that was nowhere near a full heal. Okay. Right, so we're going to have to split up the rotation again, because we definitely don't want this Goku to take hits. So we'll do this, and then we'll give you those, and then give you those, so those int orbs are ready for LR Vegito. And basically I'm gonna save using the last item until we're at a rotation where we really need to use it. Because obviously here we're definitely going to be able to get by with the defense that we have available to us with these units here. So don't need to use an item right now. Obviously, when we're at the last item, we got to be very careful where we use it, especially because we can't heal now as well. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, see, the Rainbow Vegito even taking 7,000 damage from normal attacks is not great. Yeah, we need one, like, we need one big field of orbs in order to, like a big field of AGL orbs, because he changes I think it's a random type to AGL. So I think we're gonna have to go ahead and use this now, because even though he is physical, this Gohan will still get hit fairly hard. So at least we can grab a whole bunch of physical orbs with you. Super attack straight away. So definitely good thing we used the Icarus, because yeah, Vegito would have taken probably about 100k from that. So it's gonna come right down to the wire this time, I think. We have this turn and next turn with the actual Icarus effect in play. Not getting crit counters still. Hugely hurting us here. Because yeah, LR Vegito is like our big damage dealer. And even he is made to look slightly weaker in the face of this MUI Goku. Like, without a doubt, this MUI like stage is the hardest like enemy in Dokkan at the moment for global. Obviously, I don't want to speak to anything I'm probably forgetting that's out on JP, but just the sheer amount of HP that he has, the defense that he has, the damage that he does, like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And this is not a great rotation for us, because obviously even with the Icarus active, I really feel like Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku at the end here is going to get slapped around, because we're getting attacked 3 times. Nice amount of AGL orbs though, at least, so decent bit of healing, but 72 damage from Hercule. Wow. It's definitely the lowest damage I think we've seen so far on any of these runs done by one of our units, is 72 damage. There we go, there's a crit counter, and then a super attack, of course. Well, I guess at least it's on him and not on Super Saiyan 2 Goku, but still did 95k. I feel like we might be about to die though. Oh, well, okay, double digits. Wow. Okay, I really expected that would be a lot more, even with the item active. So there you go. Colour me surprised. There we go. Rainbow orbs. And then those for you. So we can give those to you. So we're hanging in there, but it's definitely going to be a little bit sketchy. If, like, now we're at a point where, because we have no item to use to mitigate damage, any non-physical unit that takes a super attack now is going to put us in a huge amount of trouble. But the super not being dodged is obviously very good. 3 million attack stat. But yeah, just this is what I was saying about why he's so hard. Like, how good he is defensively. 3 million attack stat from LR Vegito, and we didn't even do 1 million damage. Like, it's insane how tough this MUI Goku is. So, additional super from Vegito. He's doing his part. Can we get a crit though? That's the big thing. Crits on the counters, I guess, is the main thing. Hey, there's one. 1.2. Okay. More of those, please. I mean, that's not bad. 450. The more we just keep pummeling him with attacks that can lower his defense, the better off we're going to be. But this, probably not great. Yeah, 30k. Wow. Oof, we are getting super close here. I think the best way to do this is going to be to put you in the first slot and just pray that the counters work out for us. Because, like, he's getting hit how many times? We just need some of those counters to be crits. And for one of the first 2 attacks to not be a super attack. Of course. This is probably going to do quite a lot of damage. 143. Wow, that did only double digits though, which is actually quite surprising to me. Okay. This is going to be so close now. Oh, we need crits, and we need crits real bad. Okay, no. But that was dodged anyway. No. We basically got, what, 2 more attempts to win? Oh, there we go. Oh, that was so close. That was literally a crit counter was what stood between us and victory. And we would have been in severe trouble after that. Look at that health. 16,000 HP left. That is... that was a very spicy run. Very difficult towards the end there. So, damn. Crazy. Not sure if it was the best team build, but hey, we got through it in the end. So if you've done it with the Majin Buu Saga, let me know down below. What team build did you use? I'm not really sure who we could have put in that would be better, to be honest, but we definitely stalled a lot in the STR phase by not getting crits, but there you go. So anyway, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. The link is in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.